know that up to 93% of communication is nonverbal? Before you even say a word, people decide whether to trust, respect, or listen to you. Your body speaks before you do. And if you've ever struggled with feeling heard, confident, or making an impact, it's not because you're bad at speaking. It's because your body is sending the wrong signals. Think of the jungle. In the wild, animals don't need to speak in order to communicate power, vulnerability, or fear. A confident lion stands tall, aware of its surroundings. A distracted animal? Easy target. Now think of the modern jungle, the workspace, a meeting room, a networking event. Just like in nature, the way you stand, move, and carry yourself instantly communicates your level of confidence, authority, and adaptability. The question is, are you projecting power or prey? And that's exactly what I want to show you today. How to use body language like a pro so that you naturally attract the respect, authority, and influence the moment you walk into a room. Now we're going to talk about stance and posture. Ever since I was a little girl, I used to get involved in dancing classes. And of course, my teachers, my instructors would always talk about how important it was to have a good, nice posture and a good, nice stance. So for public speaking, it's also very important because as we described at the beginning of the video, when you are having a good posture and a good stance, you are sending the right message that you are confident and you're well adapted to your environment. So let's start with the instruction. I would like for you to stand nice and tall. Pretend that there is a string that is pulling your head upwards so that your neck is nice and long. In order to find the right posture for your chest and your shoulders, please push your shoulders up, send them back, bring them down, and allow your chest to be nice and open. An open chest is also appropriate because it will allow good vocal projection so that everyone in your audience can hear you well. An open chest also communicates to others, I'm so confident, I can even show you my heart. Like Superman. In fact, quick win. If you were to stand in a Superman pose for up to 2 minutes, you could actually trick your mind to believe that you have super confidence, like Superman. Alternatively, you could also stand on the power or the victory pose, like Olympians, and hold this posture for maybe 1 to 2 minutes before a speaking opportunity or engagement. You'll notice how your body instantly feels way more confident. Okay, so now let's talk about hand gestures. It's ideal that you gesture with your hands as much as you can to be able to go along with your message so that it could support whatever it is that you're saying, especially considering that a lot of people in your audience are going to be visual learners. So it really helps for them to better understand your message if you are using your hand gestures to support whatever it is that you're saying. Now let me give you a quick win here when it comes to gestures as well. Especially when you're learning to manage your nervous energy, it would be ideal that you came to the power pose and you would to hold your hands on this pose right here, right above the stomach area. We tend to feel very uneasy in the stomach when we're exposed to the public. But if you hold this stance, you'll be able to ground yourself and yet project that you're confident, that you're poised, and you'll be able to convey that you are in control of your nervous energy. So there's a lot of people like reporters, people on the news, they'll hold this power pose to be able to convey that confidence before they're really feeling it inside. But ideally, it's best if you can come out of that comfort zone and really engage your hands in gestures and movements as much as you can. Naturalness, after all, is what we're looking for in public speaking. So next, let's talk about your feet. So for now, I would like for you to hold them shoulder width apart, right? We're not going to be walking on the stage just yet. That's a little bit more advanced. It would be ideal if you were to hold a nice firm stance. pretend that your feet are rooted to the ground so that you're not swaying side to side or swaying back and forth, because this is another way of leaking that nervous energy. Remain on that nice firm stance. And now we're going to talk about eye contact and facial expressions. If you really want to be able to establish that trust with your audience, it would be ideal that you are always making that good eye contact. If you're speaking virtually, make sure that the eye contact is always happening with the camera lens directly. If you have a small group as an audience, try to make eye contact with as many as you can, as many individuals in the audience as you can. If it's a small group, ideally, depending on how much time you have to speak, you should be able to establish that eye contact with everyone in the room. Everyone needs to feel included as part of your conversation. So take turns. Start making eye contact with someone. Finish your idea or thought before you move on to the next person. And continue until you have made that eye contact with everyone in the group. Now, if you were to have an audience that was larger, let's say 50 to 100 people, what you want to do is you really want to start by sections. You can find a section over here to a side, pick a person on your audience, and make eye contact there before you move on to the next section in a random order, that is. And then find another person you can make eye contact with, finish your thought or idea, and then move on to the next section and continue in that same order. The effect that this will create is that everyone around that person will feel as if you made eye contact with them. Now, let's talk for a moment about displacements on the stage. So, in the previous section, I mentioned that you want to leave your feet rooted to the ground and that you just want to speak from that place without any movement. But if you were to have a stage like this where you had more space and you really wanted to show that command of the room and you wanted to make those stage displacements, it's important to remember that your displacements have to be intentional. For example, I could start with one idea and start sharing that idea while I'm walking all the way to the left, and then I can stop as I'm finishing my thought to be able to emphasize it a little more and stay here. If I say something that is important, maybe I can take a step back just to let the audience know that I just dropped a little bomb, a mini bomb. Then when you switch to a different idea is when you want to go ahead and walk towards the opposite direction. And you can stop here again to finish your thought and then again complete your idea before you move on to another direction. What you don't want to do is mindlessly just be walking all around the stage without any purpose or any intention, because instead of commanding the room, what you are actually communicating is that you don't have control of your energy. So avoid that kind of movements. Make it more intentional. Make it with purpose. Here's one final hack: facial expressions. It's really important that your face is animated. Make sure that your face is not like a poker face. When I started in this journey of public speaking, especially having a degree in law, I used to be all the time really formal, really serious, but it wasn't really engaging, it wasn't really connecting with the audience. It's important that your facial expressions are a little bit exaggerated sometimes, so that in this way you are mirroring your emotions through your facial expressions. This is going to really help others connect better with you and to be able to see that you're human, that you're not a robot, right? So make sure that you are exaggerating your facial expressions a little bit more than you would usually do it if you weren't in a speaking opportunity. So by now, you have total command of the 3 pillars to be able to hack body language like a pro. Now it's your turn. What are you going to do with the instructions you just learned on this video? Please record a video of a minute or 2 where you can put into practice all of the different skills that I taught you today. And by the way, by now you should already have the PDF with the 10 hacks to be able to command body language like a leader, like a pro. It has research based on science, and you'll see that it will also give you some activities that you can practice every single day to put body language like a pro into practice. And if you want to go deeper in your communication skills, I happen to work with professionals just like you. You're going to find a link somewhere around this page where you can book your free consultation. I'll be happy to walk you through my learning plan so that you can decide if this is a good fit. So congratulations on taking this masterclass on body language. I look forward to hearing from you, and I'll see you in the next video.